The canyon is totally transformed. It's now a desert of wood chips and dried bark, where once green trees and bushy undergrowth hid a fairly large and long-term encampment of people who were otherwise homeless. They were evicted when heavy equipment arrived in August and cleared virtually all of the vegetation from a section of the canyon bordering the freeway to reduce the fire hazard. Oceanside Deputy Mayor Chuck Lowry says the habitat was cleared in response to a public outcry about the threat to public safety posed by homeless people living in the canyon. But he says the strategy has not solved much.
Clearing the canyon does not solve any problems. All it did was remove a habitat for people to live in, and those people have gone somewhere else.
Lowry says some canyon residents dispersed to more public areas like the beach.
So a lot of the people went down to the beach area and were hanging out by the pier, and that created yet a higher profile circumstance.
A visit to the canyon reveals that tents are again appearing in parts that were not stripped of trees. Longtime resident Jimmy says a lot of people dispersed, but some have come back.
No, there's still some here that will, consider this home and they'll stay here, me included. This will always be home. My heart's here. A lot of people are here. They just moved to different locations out of the way. It's not as readily accessible as it used to be. But they're still here. They're still back here. Still living and going on with their lives.
I think that the people who live here, who were living here, have to make a choice of whether or not they want to get help.
San Diego's Regional Task Force for the Homeless identified more than 2,000 people who are homeless living in North County. More than half of them are not staying in shelters. Alison St. John, KPBS News.